This is E-Man Booze. About a month and a half or so ago, I was down in Washington, D.C. at Batch 13 Liquors. Killer store, tons of craft spirits. And I came across a bottle of this here John Myer 4-grain whiskey. Took it home, opened it up. You see what happened now, don't you? It's gone. It's good, too. But guess what? Forgot to make a review on it. Got my butt back in my car about 3-4 weeks ago. Went back down to D.C. Got a full bottle this time. And a bottle of their bourbon and rye. Because I want to get these reviews here out to everyone. And I want to spread the word about a truly artisan, remarkable artisan craft distiller. Now, Myer Farm Distillers is located in a town called Ovid, O-V-I-D, New York. It's in the Finger Lakes region where a lot of really good wineries are located. And it's a little west of Lake Cayuga, and it's east of Lake Seneca, and north of Ithaca where Cornell University is. So you kind of get a picture of where it's located. Now, the town was founded by ancestors of the Myers. Okay, and the Myers have been farming in the area since 1810. The current farm I think, was established in the 1860s or so. So what do? Well, they grow organic grain. They grow about 1,000 acres of it, and they use about 1% of it to make their spirits. And the way they got into spirits was, you see, John Myer and Joseph Myer are brothers, but Joseph is the artistic type. He, he's the musician, the poet, the artist with the paintbrushes, all that good stuff. And John, more the farmer. He's the one who took the family dairy farm at the time and converted it back to a grain farm. And somehow these guys just wanted something a little bit extra to do. They're doing everything organic, and they have one of the largest and oldest certified organic farms in the Northeast United States. So they just wanted to do something a little bit more like colorful. So they got together, they learned about distillation, and the distillery was born out of that. So let's get some in the glass. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the 4-grain whiskey here. And I'm working on finishing up the Distillery of the Month column this week too, because Myer Farm Distillers is going to be featured as a Distillery of the Month on MainStreetDistilleries.com. Now that we got some of the history behind this thing out of the way, let's talk about the spirit. This spirit here is comprised of 4 grains. About 47% corn with lesser amounts of rye, wheat, and unmalted barley. Alright, so the way they do this is they make a distiller's beer. After they get all the grains ground up, add some water, put some yeast in it, it becomes beer. They take that beer and they put it in the still, in a copper pot still. They have a 650-liter Carl still, and they do a stripping run. And that strip and run gets the alcohol content up to about 25 to 33% alcohol by volume. Then they do a spirit run after that. Throw it back in the steel, and they put this thing on it called an adjustable 4-plate whiskey head. It's kind of like a tube, but inside there's plates with holes in them, and the alcohol fumes go up and down and condense, and it concentrates the alcohol. And after they do that, they combine it with a little bit of triple distilled whiskey that they also have in the formulation, and they get it proofed to about 110, 115, somewhere around there. Yeah, they throw it in a barrel at about 110 to 115, which is a nice proof for going into the barrel. You get it in there higher, whiskey can take on a lot of wood real quick. So they stick this the whiskey in the 30-gallon, once used American oak barrels that used to house other 4-grain whiskey, older 4-grain whiskey, and they age it for about 12 months. Now, when they do these runs now, it takes 4.5 hours each run, so there's a lot of time invested in getting the spirits out of the distiller's beer. Alright, so let's nose it up, and let's taste it, and let's see what we finding out here. This not like most whiskey. This is a really, really neat, expressive whiskey. You get lots of different aromas coming off of here. Fruit for sure. You get wood. You get a little bit of caramel tone coming off. Some of the corniness of the corn. You pick up a lot of herbaceousness, or almost like, I think Joseph Myer describes it as like a fresh sprout. Sprouty type of flavor from the malt. You get spiciness off of the rye, and the wheat contributes a lot of the berry tones. We're going to taste for them here in just a second. There's also a really neat kind of like honey tone in here that I love so much. It's so elegant. That's what it is. It's really elegant. You smell it and you go, it don't smell like mainstream bourbon. Don't smell like rye. You know, don't smell like some of the mainstream Canadian whiskeys. Don't smell like Scotch neither. It's just got aroma all of its own, and it's captivating. You get in here, you start sniffing it, you'll be thinking for days what you're smelling in here. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's give a taste. I love the berry tones wheat puts out. This one got like a blackberry, maybe blackcurrant type of note to it. Cherry even. It reminds me a little bit of cherry. You know what's funny? A minute ago so here, I thought I even smelled something like a little bit of banana. And I get something like a melon tone out of here. And you know, it's just crazy. You keep smelling, picking up different things. I get a celery-like note. Cinnamon, though. Cinnamon's something I get on the palate here. You know, if you read on their website, they talk about even a back hint of elderflower. You know, like you ever have Saint Germain liqueur from France? That's made from elderflower. It's a wonderful fruity type of thing. It almost reminds you of lychees. You know, the things you get in a Chinese restaurant with the ice cream. You know what I'm talking about? It looks like a little pear, kind of like a ball. It's got a little bit of that elderflower character to it. I get almost like a hint of clove in there. Spiciness off the rye. There's a nuttiness to it too. To me, something almost like, maybe not quite macadamia, maybe more on the almondy side, that type of thing. The proof is wonderful. It's warm, but it's not overly warm. It's not overly alcoholic. It's got a little warmth to it. Settles down nice after the first sip. There's even a taste of thyme I get in here. I love some of the herbal notes. The fruit shines through great. The corn, and now off the barrel, you get in the wood. The wood ain't super strong, but it's nice and balanced. So it does give you some of the caramel, toffee type like notes. And I love that too. Elegant. Oh, there's pepper in there. There's a little pepper in there, for sure. Almost like a hint of allspice remind me of a little bit. There's that nutmeggy, clovey type of thing going on there. Real faint though, real faint, not real strong. Okay. Let's pour just a little teeny bit more in here. I want to get the aroma as soon as it comes out of the bottle. Do have that faint like banana note in there. Crazy. I love it. I love it. Definitely a melon note. I'll be thinking about this one for weeks and weeks. And it's going to take me forever to get through this bottle. Unlike this bottle. Because you know why? I just like to contemplate it. See what I finding in it. I love this stuff. Alright, now, how do you find these guys on the internet? Oh, let me say this. Because these spirits are only available in upstate New York. Or a couple other places in New York. New York and Washington, D.C. only. Perhaps maybe you can find something online. I'm not sure about that. But check these guys out on the internet. Oh, they also make vodka. They make flavored vodkas. They make white dog spirits. They make a white dog wheat whiskey and a white dog corn whiskey. They make a gin. And they make an aged or barrel-aged gin. What else they make? Oh, they make a wheat whiskey, which I don't have, which I wish I did because I love the fruity notes of wheat whiskeys. What else they make? It's a coffee vodka. That might be about it. So whiskeys, vodkas, gins, and white dog spirits. These guys are doing a great job. They've been around for just about 3 years now, and they haven't gotten out in the mainstream distribution yet. Might be all the reason to get your butt on up to upstate New York in the Finger Lakes region and check these guys out. You can find them online, Myer Farm Distillers, M-Y-E-R, Farm Distillers, E-R-S at the end, .com. You can find me, I'm E-Man Booze, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I write the Distillery of the Month column from MainStreetDistilleries.com. Remember, June Distillery of the Month, we're going to have by the end of this week here for you on Main Street Distilleries will be Myer Farm Distillers. Get yourself some of this. Bye, you all.